Oops. Okay. Care of this. Hope everybody's doing alright today. Just got home. So, I'm shutting up real quick. Thank you for everybody that is joining at the moment. Let's go ahead and get... Alright. Got that. There's one more thing a moment. Ooh. Gotta mute that. There we go. Alright. Let's go. Eastern Thanalan time. Levies for Camp Drypone. Papa Nago, the local levy quest representative in Camp Drypone, is seeking an adventurer to undertake guild levies. Hey James, how's it going? I have a number of fine guild levies in my possession, which I would gladly allow you to undertake, if you prove yourself sufficiently capable, that is. You see, protocol dictates that I administer a trial guild levy. Until you complete it, I can grant you no more. How's you unite? Danita line? I do, Alina. Oh, I'm so sorry. I butchered the hell out of those. I am so sorry. But thank you for joining the live. How about this task? Review the details and tell me if you're up for the challenge. I am always up for a challenge, thank you. Oh no! A beacon quest. I don't like those. Alright. Yep, not my favorite quests. I hate beacon quests. Oh well. Where are the enemies? Ooh, new enemy. It's a tuco taco. I love tacos. especially when I make them. Tacos are so good! %. Go a little further. There we go, 100%. All done. Hello, Leo and Brian. Hope everything's going good. I see the desert heat wasn't too much for you. Here's your reward. See that you don't spend it all at the pub. I don't drink, though. With that, you have fulfilled the requirements. You are free to partake of my guild levies at will. There's always work to be done here in Camp Drybone. Whatever your talents, I have no doubt that you will find someone in need and willing to pay. Alright, those are digging. A dying wish. Tatusi of Camp Drybone needs someone to fetch some Myotragus sirloins. Are you come to grieve, miss? Nope. Have you lost someone dear? Nope. Ah, I see simply another fair adventurer come to our outpost. But in that case, I have an adventure for you. Oh, I'm enjoying it a lot. Thank you, Leo. What say you make for the plains to the east and carve me up 5 cuts of sirloin for some Myotragus nannies? Another keyboard smashing names here. We're tending a wounded man at the inn who is close to death. We would like nothing more than to give him a feast of nice, juicy Myotragus sirloins.
Hello.
White male might well be his last meal. Hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing good, Radman. Yes, you are. Once you have the sirloins, take them directly to Sister Zazaru at the end. All dogs go to hell. What happened to All Dogs Go to Heaven? I think they missed that show. Oh, I'm doing good, Redman. How are you? Just got done doing my Uber and Lyft for the day. Had some weirdos in my car today. Callan seeks an adventurer to put down some mongrels. Looking for a bit of work, are we? Well, it just so happens I'm looking for someone to put down some mongrels, 7 of the beasts. The bloody things have nearly overrun the area to the southeast of here. They attack the locals, livestock, off that moves. You needn't show the foul things any mercy. Well, okay then, according to you, no mercy. No mercy! Okay. You know, it's too long of a story to explain it all. So, I guess I'll tell you one of them. So, I picked up 3 firefighters. They were drunk off their skunk. You know, they were just drunk. Like, seriously. But I picked them up at the fire station. Police officer's waiting for me to pick them up. She's in her squad car. And she makes sure they get in my car because she wants to make sure they're not driving, drinking, and driving, you know? So, and, you know, she just gives me this weird smile with the thumbs up, and I'm not knowing why she's doing that. But okay, I picked these guys up. One of the guys just literally cried for 30 miles in the backseat of my car. Just crying. It felt really awkward. And at the very end, I was like, please tell me you guys ain't leaving this guy alone. They're like, no, don't worry, ma'am. We'll stay with him the whole time. I'm like, oh, thank God. But yeah, I think somebody died from the little bit of conversation I got from the back seat. But man, that was awkward. There's not really much you can say in a situation like that. And then one of the guys almost left the phone in the car. I'm like, oh, Lord. And thank you for the follow, Sachi. And for those that are wondering who I'm talking to, I talk to the Twitch and YouTube people. I can't integrate the chat. It won't let me. So if you just see me randomly talking into the sunset, I'm talking to the Twitch and YouTube side. And then for those on that side, if you see me randomly talking to people you don't see, it's the TikTok people. So there. I'm just hoping the guy will be okay. I was like genuinely worried about him, you know, so I'm hoping they can help him out, but I don't know. Da, 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 da. Where would you like me to hear YouTube or TikTok? And I hope things are good. It's wherever you want to be, Radman. I'm really not allowed to like say because Twitch has this thing about terms of service. So if I start pulling people from their stream, I can actually get like banned or suspended. So it's wherever you want to be. That is actually in their terms of service, so I can't really say where for people to go. Just know that I want you guys happy, be where you want to be. Let's just have fun and have conversation. Or not. It's all up to you guys. I want you where you want to be, Radman, honestly. That's actually the truth. Whatever's easiest. I just don't stream on Kick anymore, so you won't see me there. I just never had a good results out of it. Great people, but me personally don't get any good results out of it, so I won't stream there. Oh, I know. So Thanalan is plagued by 7 fewer mongrels, is it? Excellent. I lost my love to a pack of mongrels 3 years past. We were to be wed. They tore him apart. When we finally chased them off, my love was in 7 pieces. Since then, I've asked every adventure I see pass through here to slay 7 of the beasts. Wow, you mean you actually counted the pieces of the person that died? Who does that? I wouldn't be counting past 1. My vengeance is unceasing, but if I can spare just one other bride to be the suffering I have known, then it would all have been worth it. Staking claims. Cattle in a camp dry bone looks like a woman in need of meat. It's you again. What impeccable timing. Oh, you needn't worry. I'm not going to ask you to put down any more mongrels on my dead fiance's behalf. Well, I appreciate that. My fiance is survived by a brother, though. He puts up at the Golden Bazaar, and he's asked that I bring him a load of tuco meat. I'd see it to it myself, but as you well know, I must stay here to send adventurers on mongrel hunts until every last one of the bloody beasts in the Eorzea is dead. But aren't they part of the ecosystem? We shouldn't do that. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, would you care to fell some tucos and obtain 5 chunks of their meat? Well, if they're like tacos, sure, why not? Once you have enough, please deliver them to my late fiance's brother, Benninger, at the Golden Bazaar. Man, she really wants to, like, rub in her dead fiance wherever she can in the conversation. Alright. Alright, where is this guy? I do like talking to the NPCs because I like to see what they have to say, sure. Come listen closely. Can you hear that beating? 'Tis the flow of ether, the very pulse of the land. Truly, Eorzea is a realm of endless wonders. Every day my heart is set aflutter with a new discovery. Are you a bard? Weird. Trying to find this guy. Where's this guy? Well, they're weeping, so I'm guessing this poor guy is dead. So much for his last meal. Can I eat it? Ah, that's kind of morbid. Please lower your voice. What business brings you? Well, so much for his last rites. Maritraga's sirloins. I take it Totosi has sent you. Thank you for your efforts, my friend. But I fear you are too late. The man for whom these steaks were meant succumbed to his wounds just moments ago. Pray do not despair. His feast with Thal now, and Thal has seen the good in you this day. And he's pretty young. Oh, thank you for the follows. See, there was a couple of you that followed Sachi. Let me follow you back. Who else? Sunder, let me follow you back. I think... Wait, somebody did. Who followed me? Let's see, Sachi. Somebody just followed me. Oh, there we go. Oh, oh wait, I did that. There we go, gotcha. Gotcha. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta say hello to all. But other than that, how's the weather been out there, Radman? Has it started warming up in Australia yet, or is it still wintertime there? Dead, is he? You did a good thing, friend. No use fretting over the order in which things pass. What matters is that they do pass, and nothing that passes goes unseen by the gods. Cold. Still cold. Does it snow there? There is a graveyard just near Drybone. A lot of folk bring their dead and dying this far. Many just dump them here to spare themselves the trouble and cost of a burial. This poor soul, at least, had family that rushed to his side. Count him lucky for that. 'Twas just his time to heed that fall's call. Best to let it go and move on. There's business what needs doing. Plots, graves, embalming, tombstones. Nothing in life is free, not even death. Ouch. Well, yeah, they ain't wrong about that. Oh, okay. So it does snow there. Kind of rare here, too. To see if Camp Drobone has deed for a daring adventurer. The circle of life. Anyway, back for more, are you? Good. Now riddle me this. In a camp such as ours, so close to a graveyard, what do you think sells faster than we can stock? Aye, flowers. I was going to say caskets, but okay. To the east of here lie the remains of an enormous gubu, and so many plants sprout around it that you would think you'd found the Black Shroud in the middle of Thanalan. Some say the gubu came down from the mountains at the time of calamity, and carried with him the seeds that became all those plants. But then, all I'm really after is 3 sprigs of Althic lavender. Seems simple enough, right? Yeah, I suppose so. Da, da, da. I do get a lot of chitter chatter on TikTok though sometimes, Rad, so if that helps your decision any. But sometimes I get a lot of chitter chatter on Twitch too, so it's hard to say. Just been cleaning up all the quests and, like, before I move on with my life. Just cleaning them up, one by one. Oh, thanks! Green thumb, just bears moved by the plants sprouting around the fallen gubu. By the gods, the life that sprouted here, I've never seen anything like it. But how could this be? Perhaps it was... Oh, hello there. You must forgive me. I was just admiring the plants taking root about this gubu carcass, and well, I suppose I forgot myself in the moment. But truly, have you ever seen such lovely flowers? I would wager that not even the wealthiest Uldons could claim to have laid eyes on their like before. Oh, thank you, Conjure I can't say names! Oh god, I'm sorry. But thank you! Thank you for the welcome. I love Eorzea. Thank you. Please, a favor, I beg of you. I dare not let these beauties out of my sight, but their soil is parched and the plants wilting. Would you fetch me some muddy spring water from the pond to the west? Okay. I am so tongue-tied today. Man, I gotta go clean out my car. So one of my other weirdos today, she calls me and I answer the phone. Normally I don't do that while I'm driving, but I answer, do you mind if I bring my dog along? You know, that's what Uber Pets is for. She's like, oh, don't worry. I'll clean up the mess at the dog sheds. Oh my God, my whole back seat is coated in dog hair. And then she's like, and I'm busy hacking up front. Are you sick? No, I'm allergic to your effing dog. The dog that should not even be in my car because you didn't order an Uber Pets ride. Well, my husband kicked me out of the house. I'm like, okay, whatever. Now I gotta go vacuum and clean up the car. But yes, I am badly allergic to dogs. I love my dog, but there's a reason why he's an outside dog. I am badly allergic to him. He's got a home, he's got shelter, he's cool, he's happy, I give him walks. But he doesn't come in my house. Please tell me you've got the water. It would be a travesty to lose this phenomenon. Perfect, this will quench the root's thirst nicely, but I fear that is not all I must ask of you. The petals and stems are covered with violkin eggs. Should they hatch, the larvae will devour every last leaf, petal, and stem. Please, you must remove any eggs that you find. And what's stopping you from doing that? Why does everybody ask me to do something when they can just as easily do it? Stop looking at the flowers, dude. I'm gonna shove them up your nose. And welcome to everybody that's joining on the TikTok side. Welcome. I see all of y'all joining, and just a happy Eorzean day. Well done yet again, my friend. I dare say we have stayed another disaster. Hey, Y2A, and thank you for the lurks. But our job is not yet finished. Silver clouds still lurk among the undergrowth. If left unchecked, they will undoubtedly infest the plants with their eggs once more. Here, this string brew is sure to bring the beast out of hiding. Pour it over any thick bramble you see and slay whatever comes forth. Oh boy. Well, that's up my alley. Fighting and killing things. Sure, why not? A part of me feels bad that my stream is so late because I know some people like to watch it, but I have to go out and do Uber and Lyft. I have to. I gotta get my car paid. What more can I say to express my gratitude? Through your efforts, this exceptional bit of greenery will enjoy many more vibrant days. Yeah, that's true. As a botanist from Gridania, I've had the opportunity to study plants the realm over, yet I cannot claim to have seen such verdure before. I am convinced that what we see before us sprouted from this Gubu's death. There's a certain beauty to it all, no? A remarkable discovery. I cannot wait to finish up my research and take a word back to Guildmaster Fufucha. Let's just teleport back. That's much faster. Well, Yidalani, have you found my pretty posies? Yes, I have. Here you go. Well, I thought I gave them to you. Ah, gorgeous. Well done, well done. I know not what's in that rotting Gubu carcass, but it makes for the loveliest down flowers I've ever laid eyes on. When it comes to offerings, they say the rarer the flower, the happier the dead, and Althic lavender is nothing if not rare. I'll be saving these to turn a pretty profit when the next burial is held at the Lich Yard. Oh my goodness. That's why he wants it. He doesn't give a dang if it smells good. He gives a dang about the money. Aw, that's a merchant for you. That's kind of messed up. Da, 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 da. Buzzing at church. Esmer needs an exterminator at the church of Saint Adama. You have troubled yourself to come all this way. I wonder if I might not trouble you a bit further. As you well know, we keep a lich yard here. The scent of death's decay draws blowfly swarms, which are as unclean as they are unwelcome. I miss the old areas. I hope maybe we will travel back to the main 3 city-states and find new areas. That would be kind of cool. I kind of agree with that, Roxas. Yeah. I love A Realm Reborn. I love the quest. I love the side quest. I love it all. Except for raiding. No. Slay 5 of these pestilence swarms and the church will be in your debt. I have to say that to everybody. No. I hate raiding. No. If I wanted to stick with raiding, I go back to World of Warcraft, and I hate World of Warcraft, so no. Dead bodies everywhere. Sister Ariel of the Church of Saint Adama Landama has her hands full with the order's work. Be welcome to the Church of Saint Adama Landama. I am Sister Ariel. And thank you for the like. I appreciate it. I gather you are on no pilgrimage. You look to be an adventurer. If so, might I impose on you to help tend the lich yard while you're here with us? The graves here far outnumber we who keep them. Alone, we cannot possibly do all that needs to be done. Would you see to gathering up the old offerings currently lying about outside? I made note of at least 6 during my last rounds through the yard. Man, I don't even know what's in my yard outside. The grass is so overgrown, I gotta get out there and mow one of these days. Man, how do you keep people from coming and drinking all this? Man, you don't leave beer in a graveyard where I'm at. It would not stay at the graveyard long. Disturbing the dead be darned, they'll do it anyway. Oh, did my chocobo go away? I gotta bring my chocobo back. My buddy. Stick with me, buddy. I'm sorry. I forgot to feed you. I need to feed you. You'll run away because I starved you to death. Why is this guy just laying on the ground? Dig him up a hole and put him in it already. Ever has man sought to better his life all too often and at the expense of his brother. That desire and hope can beget suffering and death is a regrettable yet undeniable truth. Oh, thank you for the follow, Roxas. I appreciate that. I'll follow you back. Oops. There you go. What does this guy got to say? Though I am not qualified to assist with the rites, I offer what assistance I can to the priest. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just getting in the way, though. Nah, they probably have too much work on their hands, and they probably wouldn't mind an extra pair. There's a lot of gravestones here. Rest in peace, dear uncle. Technically a cousin thrice removed, but who's counting? We're too busy dividing up that estate of yours. Damn! Man, call cutthroat there. That's messed up. Hey, we don't care if you're dead. We just want your money. What's this person got to say? We got this guy over here. Oh, there's work enough from the church, but nothing you call cheery. Well, at least you're not asking for money. Water to fetch, weeds to pull, a shabby lich yard is a slate to the living and the dead alike. Oh, okay, these two are legit. I like them. What's this guy got to say? So many tragedies have befallen us in recent years. The calamity, the primals. Alas, it is only within our power to shepherd the souls of the fallen and pray that they find peace in Thal's realm. Okay, then. Thank you, friend. If the swarms were to spread their pestilence at the church unchecked, before long we would need to mourn the morning. I like that. I like that saying. That's actually pretty good. Gotta mourn the morning. Gotta remember that one. For the time being, at least the grieving can pray in peace for their dead to cross over safely. Thal bless you. Were you able to gather the old offerings? Thank you. Would that there were naught else to be done. I must see to collecting the weathered vases, urns, and oars before long. The dead sleep soundest in a tidy grave. I have no shortage of work to offer. Should you care to take it, speak to me again whensoever you feel so compelled. Lichyard Lilies. Sister Errol has worked for a willing adventurer once more. So you wish to honor the dead once more? Excellent. Make offerings of these Nemean lilies at some of the simpler graves in the Lichyard. The poor souls died alone, you see, with no one left to grieve for them. There are 5 such graves scattered about the Lichyard that I would have you tend to, and remember, friend, mind your surroundings and pay the proper respect with each bundle of lilies. You're all they have. Oh man, that's actually kind of sad. Honoring the dead. Edward wants to make a tombstone for his late sister. You're one of them venture folk, ain't you? I'd be much obliged for a little help. I like to make a tombstone for my kid sister what passed, you see, but I ain't got the gil to get it done. I hear there's some nice rocks for the taking a ways from here, but I ain't old enough to fend off no wild beast or such. Was hoping for a bit of cloud marble. She really would like that. Crops right up out the ground to the east of here, they say. If you could find a bit and see it to Brother Ezimer and me, and my sis will be ever so grateful. Aw, poor kid. It's a shame that people can't get burials just because they have no money. What do they do with them if they don't got the money? I don't think that was ever explained. What do they do with bodies if they don't have money to pay? Kind of messed up. Oops, wrong button. There we go. And the boy wants me to go get some rocks. I guess I'll turn this one in first. Gotta keep my money going. My financial stability is all based on questing. Once more you have my thanks. No doubt the souls of the departed can take some small comfort in the care you have shown their graves. In days gone by, the Lichyard was a small, humble plot, but that all changed after the calamity. The dead grew in number, and so the yard grew with them. It is still simple despite its size. Of course, it's that self-same simplicity that keeps it from becoming more of a priority of the order. We can ill afford to assign adequate numbers to its keeping, just as we cannot change the poor to bury or be buried. Let's do that. Oops, I think I skipped that. Oh well, oops, my bad. The simple graves you visited belong to those who died alone. Let us pray the sweet fragrance you deliver grant some modicum of relief from their lonely solitude, if even for a short while. Sweet, they're done. Let's go get this boy's gravestones. You know, it always looks like there's a whole bunch of quests, but they're really not. Man, they make some weird noises. Man, that sounds like a dog growling. Alright, let's see. Let me sell some of my stuff. Repair's good. Alright, that's done. Let's sell whatever I got in my bags. Yeah, I think I'm good for now. Where is that damn Tuco meat I asked Catelyn to bring? It won't be long before my patrons arrive. Catelyn has sent you. Excellent. This is more than enough Tuco meat. Some miners have come to stay at the bazaar while they prospect the area for mithril deposits. They value quantity over quality, so I'll be serving them a feast of this piss-poor meat. Oh, wow. By the by, please don't tell me Catelyn is still standing at that same spot in Drybone, sending adventurers out to slay mongrels. Yeah, she is. I told her no number of mongrel pelts or heads will bring my brother back to us. I've moved on with my life. It's past time she did the same. Well, yeah. She ain't listening to that. Now hiring. Fincher, the Golden Bazaar needs help finding help. How in the hells can you be wandering about without aught to do? There's opportunity here at the Golden Bazaar as there hasn't been in years. I speak of the massive mithril deposit, of course. The miners that fed before are only the beginning. More and more of them will flock here in the coming week, mark my words. Until now, we've been nothing more than a small settlement, but now the sky's the limit. An inn for the mithril miners to come to would be worth a fortune, mark my words. And I mean for that fortune to be mine. The problem I've had is that I need bodies to help me build the inn, but I can't seem to find any who are willing. I've drawn up these hiring notices, hoping that they might help. Would you mind helping to get me started by posting 5 of them up in prime locations? Well, yeah, sure. Impish implications. Lulo of the Golden Bazaar wants the vandalist imps terrorizing her dig site to be put down. I thought miners were hard and rugged souls. I had no idea they could be so craven. You look like someone who can handle herself. Care to kill some pests for a Lalafellan lady? Ooh, okay, a Lalafellan lady. Yeah, sure, madam. I'm supposed to be leading a dig among the ruins east of here for mithril deposits, but once the miners I hired saw the vandalist imps in the area, they all turned tail and bled. Well, if they're not fighters, I would too. There's only so much a pickaxe will do. Slay some of the bloody buggers from me, would you? 4 dead imps should keep the others away and put the miners' minds at ease. Poster number 1. Number 2. Number 3. I suddenly want to sound like Dracula from Sesame Street 3. Okay. I cannot mimic Count Dracula very well. Alright, there's that one. You posted all 5? You're a 12, Send. But I truly don't want to let this chance pass by. Here, take 5 more hiring notices and see them straight to the hands of whatever folk you see loitering about. Okay, then. You have work? Yes, I do. Here. Carpenters? Thank the gods. I was afraid there'd be not but mining jobs here. It's my vocation, to be sure, but a man needs some variety now and then. I'll go have myself a word with this manager fellow. Well, recruit number 1. I should be a recruiter. Is that even a job class? Probably not. Ah, I'm bored out of my gourd. Is there no work to be had in this godforsaken place? Manager is looking for able bodies, is he? I've done some woodworking in my day. Might be, as he'll have some use for me. Hardened miner. No, I don't have a moment to talk about the... Wait, what's this then? Hiring hands to build a new inn. Well, that's a bloody welcome news. I came here after hearing there might be mithril in these parts, but the inn's all full and I've been living out of a tent. Suppose I could lend a hand building inns till I start digging mines. That's a swell idea. What is it? Can't you see I'm busy? The manager needs work done, does he? Seen more miners in the bazaar of late. I reckon that's got something to do with it. Rumor has it there's mithril in the ground around here. Wonder if there's any truth to it. That doesn't mean you want a job. Oh well. That's 1 out of the 5 that don't want one. Loose-tongued madam. What's this now? Letters. Never learned them. Can't you just read it to me? Yeah, sure. Manager is building a new inn, no doubt to accommodate all the new people coming to the bazaar in recent days. Taking advantage of the new foot traffic is a right fine idea. Oh, I have no intention to help the manager, of course. Perhaps there's even greater profit to be had in stocking up the food stores. Well, she ain't dumb. I'll give her that. Profiting off of his profits. That's actually a good idea. Well done, Yidalani. Thanks to you, I have a feeling I'll have the hands I need to see my inn built. I was in a dark place after my brother died, but now I'm going to breathe life back into this bazaar. Well, that's cool. There's mithril in them dar hills. Manager has another task that needs to be done. There's work to be done, Yinalani. You haven't let me down so far. Don't start now. A miner recently come from Amasian and Sons wants a sample of stone from the eastern ruins. I have a mind to give him 5 slabs of cloud marble from the invisible city, and I need you to get them. Showing these to him would not guarantee a continued influx of miners to the bazaar. Alright, we're going this way, I guess. Alright, there's that. Ooh, this way. Oh, I like that style. Level 100. Okay, cool. One. I don't think anything will really bother me here. See, 3. Oh, there's the other one. Oh, she's a pictomancer. Okay. Guru. That's actually a really cool outfit. I like it. Yeah, I gotta kill some more imps. So, Radman, what's Golf been up to lately? How's he been? I need to catch one of his streams again. I'm always so busy, though. I'm always on the road doing Lyft or Uber. You adventurers never cease to prove your worth. Now I can get those cowardly miners back to doing the only thing they're good for, digging. The mithril veins are still no more than rumors, but if every miner flees at the slightest sign of danger, we'll never know for sure. I may need to hire you on a regular basis to call those bloody imps. I ain't sticking around past whatever's in the area. Once the quests are done, I'm out. I'm done. I fear it will be quite a while yet before any proper mining can be done. Have you gotten all of the cloud marble samples I need, Yunalani? He's good, just on holidays at the moment, and you're fine. You'll catch his streams. Yeah, that's true. He's on holidays. Oh, that's good. Oh, like from his job? So this is the cloud marble I've heard so much about. Gods, look at the glimmer in this stone. I must admit, I've never seen it for myself. I only heard tell of it. I see now why the mithril rumors have risen. Now you listen to me, you bloody rock. The Golden Bazaar is counting on you. If this talk of mithril turns out to be a farce, I swear by the 12 I'll dig up every last pebble of you myself, grind you to powder, and sell you to the chocobo stables to sop up the run, he said. Oh, Lord. Yeah, he's a pair. Okay, okay. Yes, well, sorry about that. It's just that ever since the war saw the road to Alamigo cut off, the bazaar has fallen on tough times. It is a waypoint choked off from its way. It is now a little more than a point. But I will not let it be so. I'm going to make the Golden Bazaar golden once more. From there, I'll become one of the richest men in Thanalan. Then I'll finally be able to give Catelyn the life those Mongols stole from her. She's held on to the memory of my brother for so long, she's become blind to the people who care for her. People like, well, I don't suppose you could keep that last bit from Catelyn, could you? So the brother's fallen in love with the supposed sister-in-law that never happened. Not bad. That's a common story. Just go tell the lady already. Purging the earth, Lululo of the Golden Bazaar once more seeks an adventurer to kill the beast that vexed her. It seems the 12 are intent on plaguing me all my days, before with imps and now with earth sprites. I ordered a haul of digging tools from a merchant to the north. He was headed down from the Black Shroud when the earth sprites overtook him. Luckily, he was able to escape to Camp Drybone with his life. Well, that's a good thing. I need you to make that road safe, friend. Put down 3 of these earth sprites to keep the others at bay and ease the minds of any traveling merchants. Once the deed is done, find the merchant Remaraki at Camp Drybone and tell him to bring his haul the rest of the way here. Wish I had a wall of screens so I could have everyone up at the one. I know, but that starts to kill your, like, bandwidth and stuff. I'd love to watch everybody have them all at once, but I can't do that. Man, I'm following so many people now. I think I've got almost 1,000 people I'm following. Or more. So many people. I keep track of the people that are always talking to me, like you, and I know Golf. He hasn't said anything to me in a bit, but that's okay. But I know he would if he could. But there's some people that never, ever stop by, and it's like, Not that, you know, that's required, but, you know, if you visit them a lot and they never, ever show up after months and months and months, it's like, you know what? That's okay. Go ahead and grab these while I'm over here. Buzz off, birds! The researcher Gogoshu could use an adventurer's assistance in dispatching some bothersome buzzards. We have been dispatched by the Order of Nothal to conduct a thorough investigation of these ruins. We have only begun to scratch the surface, yet it is already clear that they house countless untold secrets from the age of Baladia. I only have one screen, but it's okay. The most important one comes first, and real life sucks. Sometimes I know, and this time difference hurts sometimes. Yeah, it does. I totally agree with that, Radman. Secrets rich will remain hidden forever. Something is not done about those accursed buzzards. Ever since they began nesting across the chasm, we have spent more hours wiping their droppings off our tomes than doing research of any sort. I ask you not to eradicate the entire species. The buzzard is a clever bird. Slay 4 or so, and I suspect the rest of the flock will find somewhere else to roost. Well, okay then. There's that person. Claudion. Straw man defense. The researcher Claudion could use an adventurer's assistance in dispatching some bothersome birds. Do not look down, Claudion. You must not. You will not. You cannot look. Ah! You know what? I'm not scared. But it sounds like you are, so you don't look down. By the 12, my good woman, you frighten me half to death. But you must forgive me. I've been a bit restless of late. What with those winged nightmares swooping in from every which direction, pecking and poking and pricking at me. I might as well pack up my instruments and go home, as I won't be getting an ounce of research done. If, however, a kind adventurer like yourself were to use these scarecrows to drive the birds away, it would be another story. What do you say? Hey, if there's money involved, sure, why not? Another day, another 100 pilgrims not coming to Highbridge and parting with their coin as they should. But enough about my quandaries. Oh, have you chanced to meet my daughter at Little Alamigo? She's ever been a dreamer, my Hikiara, and headstrong besides. I've long given up on having her obey me. It's enough to know that she's alive and well. Alright, Radman. But it will be okay. We catch each other's stream when we can. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I do manage to catch yours. It's like I'm sleeping when you're streaming. You're sleeping when I'm streaming. It kind of sucks. It's like because we're in completely different time zones, like big time. Hair Club for Cure. Helmahard of Highbridge could use an adventurer's assistance with a hair-raising problem. Yes, you adventurer. I need you to fetch 3 bottles of Furball blood and do so with all haste. Where to find Furball blood, you ask? Why, from Furballs, of course. You mean Furbies? Now hurry, this is a matter of life and death. Ooh. I know, right? I try and do streams when you're like, yeah, I get it. Almost as soon as I'm awake these days, I'm out on the road. I gotta make like $2,000 by the end of the month to make sure I pay all my bills on time. Well, maybe not on time, but at least by the end of the month. It is what it is. I think in total I pay about $5,000 a month in bills. So, yeah. No, it's closer to like 4,000. About another 1,000 for food. So about 5,000, yeah. I really wish I could go back to my old job. Oh. Is that the one that was giving you a hard time, though? So why would you want to go back? Other than it pays, but why would you want to go back? They were kind of abusing your, you know, your pay and stuff. I miss the money. Oh God, I know that feeling. Yeah, sometimes that's a motivator. that all of them? Alright. But I'm on the hunt for a new job. Yeah. I mean, right now I'm doing Uber and Lyft, but I really need to find something a little more reliable than that. But the college kids are about to come back and stuff, and the school kids are going to come back, so I think it'll pick up for a little bit. And then the holidays are about to hit, so you know, everything will start ramping up towards Christmas, you know? Labor Day, Christmas, all that good stuff. I know, time flies. Although in other cases that I don't talk about on stream, it doesn't fly fast enough. Well, have you brought the furball blood I asked for? If so, then hand it over and quickly now. At long last, my friend, you're a godsend. Now, how did it go? Ah, yes. Stir twice, a dash of spittle, shake thrice more, and voila. Well, what are you waiting for? Grab yourself a dollop and start spreading. My scalp cries out for succor. Oh, and do try not to miss a spot. Oh, okay. My, that tinkles. Why, I can already feel my pores opening. In no time at all, I'll have flowing locks a foam long. I can't thank you enough, friend. With the sun beating down the way it does in these parts, a bald pate is a potentially fatal affliction. It is? And then it will be time for my biggest stream of the year again. The raceway, right? The track? Tress is in distress. Helmar has it in his head that you are his main man, and returns to you with an even more hair-raising request. Oh no, it's not working. My job scalp turns his nose up at the verbal potation. You're that trusty adventurer, Yidolani. I need you to fetch something with all haste. Time is short, and the comb is a cruel mistress. Long have I feared this day would come, but I am ready. The Furbit tonic is dead. Long live the Snurble tonic! You know where to get Snurble blood, don't you? Snurbles, you say? Wrong. You get Snurble blood from Golden Fleece. Don't think about it. Just go to the Burning Wall and kill 5. Oh, well. I'll just go to the Burning Wall. Why not? What day is that going to be? Bradman? Do not look. Oh, you've seen to the birds, have you? Splendid work, friend. Now to head back down and return to my research. Worry not. I'll be along any moment now. Be on your way. You're scared of heights. Scholarly funds. Claudine needs to secure additional resources for his research. Ah, greetings. Thanks to you, friend. My research has finally gotten off the ground. So many discoveries to be made and ancient wonders to be restored, and yet I have only these 2 hands with which to do my work. If only I could convince the Order of the potential significance of my work. Perhaps they would be willing to dispatch aid. I have here a report of my findings thus far. Might you be so kind as to deliver it to Kyozo at Thal's respite? Okay. It's going to be in February later than normal. Oh, okay. So, quite a while. Free of savage peckings and buzzard droppings at last. I cannot thank you enough, friend. When I make my next historic discovery, you may take pride in knowing that you helped make it possible. But I don't watch or read the National Geographic. I used to, but not anymore. Ah, looks like we're almost done with the quest in Ether and Thanalan. I wish I could stream longer, you know, but God, until I get caught up with all my bills and get ahead, it's like, stream where I can. Yesterday, I didn't even get home until almost midnight. I was like, oh well, so much for that idea. I went straight to bed. Welcome, adventurer. May you find respite from your hardships. Thank you. Oh no, so I didn't miss yesterday's stream. No, you did not miss yesterday. I did not stream at all yesterday. I was going to, but by the time I got back, got everybody fed and all the food cooked and whatever, it was like midnight. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I will usually stream anywhere from like 9 o'clock at night, my time, or anywhere between 9 and 10. That was 2 hours ago, so anywhere between 9 and 10. Sorry. Alright. You bring a report from Claudette of Highbridge, a most welcome surprise. I was prepared to wait months before that young one made any significant progress. What's this? The ruins date back to the latter Beldian era and house the final resting place of Lalafuto for her himself. The historical implications of this research are beyond anything the Order had imagined. I must arrange for additional researchers and supplies to be sent to Highbridge immediately. Sweet! The Perils of Pilgrimage. Sisters Kyozo of the Order of Nathal seeks an adventurer to slay creatures who are scaring away potential pilgrims to Thal's Respite. Adventurers, merchants, travelers, Thal's Respite is always open to those who seek a momentary reprieve from the hardships of the road. In the past, we welcomed countless multitudes through these doors. Sadly, the growing presence of hostile beast tribes and savage creatures now deters many from making the pilgrimage. A shame, is it not? Oh, I don't know. Perhaps you could come to our aid. The most fearsome of the local fauna is the axbeak. Were you to thin the flock, say by 4 birds or so, I do believe these halls would be far more approachable. You know, I don't know why everybody says they hate adventurers, you know. They never seem to hesitate to give me work. Got those 2 over there. A bumble beetle. Ah. Okay, yeah, cool. I'm guessing the sub somebody gifted to you not too long ago, did that already run out, I guess? I guess it did. My adventuring friend, a traveling merchant and his family, just walked through our doors not moments ago. Each encounter is a blessing that would not have come to pass had those fearsome fowl continued to run rampant outside our halls. For this, I thank you. Yay! Friendlier Sky. Sister Kyozo seeks an adventure to deliver a missive to Highbridge. Let me see. I think so. Oh, okay. I am loath to trouble you again, but you have proven yourself a friend to the Order. I have an urgent missive to be delivered to Hihibaru of Highbridge. Or to be precise, a petition. The Order would entreat Highwind Skyways to establish regular flights between Highbridge and Ul'dah. Such flights would greatly ease the travels of pilgrims to Thal's Respite, not to mention stimulate commerce in the area. Such flights would greatly ease the travels of... Oh, I already read that. Okay, come on. It is for the latter reason that we believe Hihibaru and his fellow merchants will lend us their support. Go now, and may the traders watch over your journey. we're gonna go down here real quick. And there's the Amalja. Floating Stone. That's really your name? Is that like an alias or something? D is for Dean. Wow, he can spell. A rolling stone such as yourself will surely find some business in common with a fellow called Floating Stone, if you would but speak to the miner. You know about quartz doblins. Didn't expect you to. They're only found in the most dangerous reaches of Thanalan. Type of kobold they are, just kind of crunchier. You eat them? Ew. Oh yes, they eat crystals, you know, and round these parts there's a king's feast to be had. Makes the doblins grow pure, clear quartz right in their bodies. Think you can get some for me? Yeah, sure. Gotta get these guys. Oh yeah, those are rare bats. I like those. Air. Short my bags. Oh, there's the doblins. Oh, I need 5 of them, okay. Alright, got those. That's all done. Good hunting. Bag any clear quartz there? Yes, I did. Well, I don't know if it's clear. It looked yellow to me. Them's what I was after. Clear as God's pea. No offense intended and a ring like a bell's. The calamities change a lot of things around here, that's true enough, but it's still a treasure trove. You can't ask for much more as a miner. Sweet. Well, you're done. A message from Sister Kyozo. Whatever business could the Order have with a common trader like me? Well, I'll be a petition for regular airship service between Highbridge and Ul'dah. Ha! The idea is so bloody brilliant, I'm right ashamed not to have thought of it myself. Business would simply go through the roof. I'll add my signature and deliver it to the Highwind Skyway straight away. Now, if only someone would deal with those bloody Korkin, Highbridge would be a trader's paradise. Is this the end? I thought we would always have each other, my hair and I. Snurbleblood, you, madame, are a lifesaver. Now for the tonic. Uncork the sea pickles, mind the effluvia, and whittle of this, a pistol of that, and there. Don't stand on ceremony. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Put your back into it and work my scalp. Oh, feel that, my precious tresses. Papa's coming to save you. Once again, I am in your debt. Now that we know each other better, I can reveal the truth. This hair keeps me alive. I feel a great innervation of spirit whenever a strand is left on my comb. Surely that is proof enough. Nah, I just think you're freaking out. Some people look good bald. Just accept it. It's bait, you're getting owed. You fought off the sprites. God bless you for that, stranger. Lulu will have her tools. I fled here out of fear for my life, but I've come to regret that. Have you taken a look about? There are bodies littering the ground. Dead bodies! I've no desire to stay here any longer than I must. Once I see to it my bird's fit for travel, I'll be making for the Golden Bazaar. Well, it is kind of like a place for the dead. Just saying. I think there were a few quests I had to finish up in Western Thanalan. I'll do them later. I think I know what they are. Have you business here again, friend? Cloud marble. To make into a tombstone for Ed, our sister? That boy is nothing if not trouble. It was all I could do to convince him not to go looking for a stone on his own. Still, I suppose it cannot be helped, and losing a loved one is never easy. Thank you for your part in this. I will see the marble is used as Edward wishes. Nice. Gods, you Finchers sure are kind folk. Now all I need is coin for the funeral. I'm going to stay on here at the church for a bit and help out. Oh, aren't you a sweet boy? Wouldn't be right to leave everything up to someone else. It'll mean more to my sister if I do what I can on my own. Brother Esmer and Sister Errol are good folk too. They say I don't need no guild to bury my sis here, but I know how it works. It'll take coin to send her over to Thal's proper. Really? I don't know if that's true or not. It is, that's effed up. You gotta buy your way into heaven? That's kind of stupid. Alright, that's all them. Alright, who's next? Southern Thanalan. Levies of Little Alamigo. Esmond, the local levy quest representative of the Little Alamigo, is seeking an adventurer to undertake guild levies. Greetings and welcome to Little Alamigo. My name is Esmond, and I represent the Adventurers Guild. The people here need any and all help that happens their way. Might you have come to lend a hand? If so, you must first undertake a trial levy quest to prove yourself capable of surviving in the many terrors of Thanalan. This task should serve as an adequate test. What say you, adventurer? Yeah, sure. Be warned that the Void Sense will tear free of its prison once all the pages have been assembled. Prepare yourself well. Oh, another one with stars in her eyes and elite marks on her mind. Nope. I'm cool. That's what you are. Let's see. Do I go out? Alright, I think this should be good. Man, their magic don't even tickle. It's 4. There's 5. Oh yeah, Void Sense supposed to appear. That was easy enough. You appear to have been through a great deal. This reward should help lift your spirit. Nice. It's clear that you should have no difficulty completing my other guild levies. I see no need to test you further. Little Alamigo will benefit from any aid you can provide. Pray come to me should you desire more work. Alright, that one's done. We're skipping that one. Bad blood. A hero would seek your help in her attempt to provide aid to the refugees. Friend, hear my plea. As you have no doubt observed, many poor souls in this camp suffer from afflictions most grievous. Indeed, it is to deliver them succor that I have made the journey here from Ul'dah. And yet, I fear that my efforts thus far have been for naught. The residents are most distrustful of outsiders, particularly those hailing from Ul'dah. They look upon my medicine as if it were poison. That couldn't be because of the alchemist, now could it? Giving them, like, yuck. Were an adventurer such as yourself to deliver the elixir, perhaps they would be willing to accept it. I have no one else to turn to. Will you go in my stead? Yeah, sure. Okay. What's your poison? Amalot needs something and needs it now. Adventurer, I fear I have no time for pleasantries, but I would be much in your debt if you could perform me a simple task. To wit, I need you to slay a rock-skin paste and obtain for me a secretion of its poison. If you've seen one of those fearsome reptiles, as I reckon you have, you know that their scales are as hard as solid stone. This acid I give you, however, will cut right through it. I haven't much, so pray use it well. Some of my countrymen are not quick to trust outsiders, but I've no time to entertain foolish prejudices. This is a matter of life and death. Sure. Why not? My throat, it burns. Oh, come on. Medicine, you say? I'd sooner drink sandworm piss than that, Ul'dah swill. Well, guess they don't want it. Okay. Then why complain it hurts? Don't complain. Where else do I go? Think this way? I can't breathe. Ha! Another phony elixir cooked up by those olden quacks be gone from my sight. You know what? Yeah, stop complaining then. Jeez. What is it, outsider? Come to mock us in our suffering? Go ahead and laugh. Laugh to your heart's content. That's what I think of you outsiders and your medicine. I'd rather die with dignity than owe my life to Ul'dah. No luck, I see. Take heart, friend. You did what you could. Age-old wounds are not healed so easily, but I must not give up this cause. Prickly patience. Hero wonders if there might be another remedy the refugees might accept. After giving the matter some thought, it has struck me that perhaps it is not me that the refugees so distress, but rather the medicine itself. The Alamegans are wary of outsiders, this is true, yet I suspect it is the thought of ingesting an alchemical concoction of Ul'dah mate that frightens them most of all. A naive girl's wishful thinking, perhaps, but it is the only hope I have. I'll be right back. I gotta get something to drink. Sorry about that. My throat's dry. There is a kindly old refugee by the name of Alfred, the only one thus far to accept my treatment. Might you speak with him and ask if there's any truth to my theory? Well, sure. Hail there, young one. What brings one as hale and hearty as yourself to this godforsaken place? Here, in me years I've seen many an outsider come and go, but none quite like that girl. I don't begrudge me countrymen their judgments, of course. Gods know they've seen Old Down at its worst, but it's clear even to me clouded old eyes that girl means well, and I can't bring myself to scorn her good intentions. But forgive me, you were asking about medicine, were you not? We Alamegans aren't much for alchemy, but we've got our fair share of remedies passed down through the years. Steep through the food of a Sabbath tender in hot water, for instance, and you get a tea that'll soothe the worst of fevers. Call it an old man's hunch, but I have a feeling that even the most stubborn of me countrymen would gladly down a cup of cactus tea, even if it were the old lass who did the brewing. I think there's another quest over here. Blast from the past. Annabelle of the Immortal Flames has a task for a stalwart adventurer. Adventurer, I would have your ear. Have you perchance visited the ruins south of here? It is said that they date back to the era of Beladians. As a student in history, I was delighted when my superior sent me there on patrol. My delight soon turned to dread. However, when I discovered the terrible truth, these ruins are haunted. Yes, you heard me right. Specters of Beldia haunt the place to this day, and my limited training has hardly prepared me to face such horrors. Would you be so obliging as to take this holy water and shepherd the lost souls to Thal's realm? It makes such the cutest little noises. Those are done. Now I have to get the paste. Alright. A traditional Alamega remedy made from steeping the fruit of a sapa tender in hot water? Why, I had no idea. I owe Alphen my gratitude. One, two, 3 cups of cactus tea. Oh, I do hope I've not overbrewed this. Please, friend, deliver the tea to the suffering refugees. Oh, maybe this time they won't be so cranky. My throat! You again. I told you I'd sooner drink. Is that cactus tea I smell? Well, stop dawdling and hand it over. Can't you see I'm suffering here? Well, at least he didn't say. Nope. Again. You tell that old dumb wench that I'll have none of her foul alchemy. Well, how about some tea instead? Cactus tea, and just like my dear mom used to brew it. I don't know where you came by this, but you're a godsend. I'll go to the grave before I go by old Don quackery. Well, how about some Alamigo quackery? Old Afrin's recipe, no doubt I'll drink it, but if the old Don girl thinks a cup of tea can heal years of suffering, she best think again. They truly drank it? Oh, how I have waited for this day. Even I am not so foolish as to think that I have earned the trust of all the refugees, but on the long road to peace and understanding, even the smallest step matters. What's she done? Well, that ain't working. Oh, that's because I'm hitting the wrong thing. Okay. Okay, so now we gotta go down there. Okay, so... Hey, Dietern, how's it going? You give me a smooth, shiny rock? I appreciate it. So what you been up to? Alright, go back to Alamigo. Just been completing side quests and stuff before I continue on with the main story. Hey, Elfington, how's it going? I hope everything's going good. In Eastern and Southern Thanalan today, doing all the side quests out here. Remarkable, you adventurers truly are as valiant as they say. I must devote myself to my training that one day I too may be capable of such deeds. Oh, it's going good, just winding down. Oh, that's awesome. I hope that's a good thing. Yeah, I got kind of home late too. You know, some days I have really smooth Uber and Lyft rides, and then some days I just get a bunch of weirdos. You gift him a smooth, shiny rock. So what is this smooth, shiny rock? Your return, adventurer. Have you brought me the poison I seek? On behalf of my countrymen, you have my thanks. I've been home, but just been busy. Also had some dental work done, so got some pain from an implant I'm dealing. Ooh, ouch. I hope that gets to not feeling bad soon. Forgive me for my bruisedness before. Our skirmishes with the Corpse Brigade have taken a great toll on us late. They employ poisons ever more lethal, and our antidote stores were running low. I must attend to my potion brewing, but thank you, outsider. Because of you, the men and women of the Resistance live to fight another day. Okay. Death from above. Emilet would ask another favor of you. Thank you for your kindness, outsider. I would ask you to help our suffering people once more. A most deathly strain of fever runs rampant in Little Alamigo of late, and while I have succeeded in isolating the cause, I am powerless to remedy it. The fever is borne by an elusive breed of wasp, you see, and only by exterminating the pest may we put an end to the epidemic. Well, yeah, I hope so. As long as there's no infections, it should be good, so fingers crossed, and hopefully you don't have any of that nonsense. It would seem the wasps are drawn to the pungent scent of rotting carrion. Douse this cactus pea over the carcasses of some unfortunate creatures, and they should quickly swarm to the scene. Oh, oops. Damn it, dude. Thank you, friend. With the wasp gone, it is only a matter of time before the epidemic subsides. You may be an outsider, but you have brought more succor to my people in a day than I have in many a month. We are a humble people. I have not the means to properly express my gratitude. May not mean much, but know always that you have a friend in little Alamigo. I'm passing out, so I'm going to leave a lurk. Have a great night. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Hopefully you get to feeling better, my friend. Ooh. All the Tias. A Tia? None? Tia? Ooh. What you look like, handsome? You're young. Oh, those are some cute little ears. Fetch the freshman. Are we in high school or something, or college? When nary a word, Utica Tia indicates he has a delicate commission for you. You there, you have the smell of a resourceful drink of water. Help me with one of the young ones, will you? I speak of a novice ranger by the name of Ukazuna, one of our most promising. Sent her southwest to hunt anglers, but she is rather long in the returning. She should be back by now, even if she killed one, dressed it, and made a saddle out of it. As young a huntress as she is, I suspect she's tripped over her own tail and has made a right mess of things. But as this is something she ought to do on her own, I fear sending one among the tribe to help her is out of the question. You, on the other hand, are a different story. That's cheating. Pray do not cause a disturbance while staying in Forgotten Springs. We have enough pressing concerns as it is. Survey says... People are talking. Ukabatia would know what it is that they say. I wouldn't spend too much time with Ukata Adventurer. His strain of foolish cheer can be catching, and I found it wise to never become too happy. Happiness begets complacency, and it's only through discontentment that one rises to become more. This brings us to the issue of which one of us will next lead our tribe. Unlike Utica, the matter of whom becomes the next nun is one I take most seriously. Each of us represents a distinct vision for what lies ahead. You see, I am fascinated with the future. We cannot create it, but we can be prepared for it. We can profit from it, or we can perish by it. I need you to speak with immigrants, for they see Forgotten Springs through the eyes of opportunity, not loyalty. Are you sure about that, dude? We mustn't think beyond our kin. If you have ideas, bring them to me. The next nun of the Forgotten Springs, no matter how peculiar they seem. Adventurer, when you're tired of culling birds and moles, come hunt the sandworm with us. Okay. Our people live as hunters, but as we prey upon the creatures of the desert, so too do they prey upon us. Out here, the weak feed the strong, such is the law of nature. Our tribe once dwelt here in peace, unconcerned with the affairs of the outside world. Alas, civilization encroaches ever nearer, bringing corruption and vice in its wake. Right. Never gone fishing in the desert? There's no difference between sand and sea once your quarry is on the hook. Okay, interesting. Never did understand why they've so few bunks here. You see the miners pitching their tents down at Big Rock Strike? You think they want to be holed up there? Of course not. It's just they couldn't find an inn hereabouts that weren't full up. Alright. You have your orders. A full-scale Image attack would breach the defenses here within a day. With the lizardmen making so free of Sanrakafle, it would be for the good of all to have the immortal flames bolster the outpost here in Forgotten Springs. I say more trade, fewer hindrances. Forgotten Springs is ideally situated to the waypoint for trade routes across the desert. Only the nun would think to woo us merchants instead of outright rejecting us. Minority report. Riri Desu seems to need help with the delivery. I was all set to open a shop in Forgotten Springs. Would have been glorious. An amazing location. A string of customers lined up. A bevy of beauties about. But the nun of the tribe, the nun up and forbade it just like that. Well, nuns are kind of possessive of their females. Now, in a way, I understand it. The U kill or gather most of their own food, so they don't need what I'm offering. But surely the nun has to see there's more to his oasis than his own tribe. Prospectors, adventurers, flames, we just don't live or eat as they do. But there I go again, getting on my soapbox. I might as well talk to you about something you can help with. Could you take this package to Bayrot Strike and get it to a fellow called Oldenel? Okay, that's where he wants me to go. No, not that building. You stand before the abode of our tribe's most wise and noble chieftain. See to it that you act with propriety. Nah, I don't care. I don't. I'm a lone warrior. Anyway, fascinating adventurer, very fascinating. They speak much truth to you, these immigrants. You are my ears on the street. All the voices cry out for Forgotten Springs to open its gates. If our tribe is to prosper, we must enjoy the coin and protection of immigrants and outlanders. When I am none, the old ways will have to give way to the new. Tools of office. Ukabatia seems to be in an impatient mood. The law is clear. To become the nun of the U tribe, one must defeat the current nun. In my case, that means Uda nun. However, in order to win the right to challenge Uda, I must first triumph over Utikia. He stands in my way, and I in his. In this manner, the nun is protected from constant challenge. But to defeat Utica, my arms must be impeccable. A fool he may be, but weak he is not. I shall make new arrowheads, and for that I need bars from a yard, and half a dozen should be enough. Shouldn't you gather them yourself, though? What's the point of the challenge if you don't do it yourself? Get this last. Gods, I'm sorry. Oh, not to you. I'm sorry that I failed so miserably. Utica gave me this mission himself, and he's sure to be the next nun of the tribe, and I've dishonored the name of the I could crop my tail as a penance, but I have to redeem myself. I'll just do something different. Again, I'm trying so hard. Aw, poor girl. To Marakushi? Can't say that. The yards and barbs, have you fetched them? Yes, I have. Here you go. My appreciations, adventure. You may be surprised by what target these find. Note, what you see of Forgotten Springs this day? The old ways are going as quickly as arrows do fly. Took it hard, did she? She should. She's bringing up the rear in this crop of novices. If this were a game of Ypres, take the hindmost, she'd be on fire right about now. The reckless always have to take the hard way. They fail until they succeed or get themselves killed. To tell you the truth, I was exactly like her once, down to the earnestness. Mind games. The reserve Uka Tia would have you light a fire within his struggling novice Ukazuna. Familiar scent. I like the way you handled yourself the last time. Would you be my helping hand in the desert once more? You remember Ukazuna, don't you? I have her where she needs to be, out hunting a Malja in the eastern Sagoli Desert. Humble, petulant, and with no idea how to gather her wits or her skills. The kindling is laid, all it needs is a spark. Go east and dispatch 3 Amalja before Ukazuna's eyes. Harden that heart of hers, so weighed down already with shame and pike. Then with a deft sight, strike upon that flint. Okay. So do her job for her, make her feel better. And yay. Okay. Drifting Cloud. Unfriendly sort of folk. The Ooh asked leave to use one of their empty bunks once and they near threw me out of town. Probably because they thought you were going to sleep with all their beauties or something. I'm starting to think the nuns are very territorial. The eyes have it. Uratala would confide in you about her troubles. Have I got a job for you, adventurer? You'll be positively perfect. You can look dangerous, can't you? My sisters and I like to bathe here after a hunt, but lately there have been oglers about. I've leapt out of the water to chase them off, but this only seems to swell their ranks. Will you chase them down and show them how furious I am? What? I said I like the trees too. It's not like I'm only here for the girls. Uh-huh. Oh, my lady, I have been tested and found most wanting. So easily was I blinded, trusted and enfeebled. I must rise above these base impulses if I am to amount to anything. Uh-huh. Dumbass. Bunch of pervies. No need to get angry, lass. I was just measuring these, trees. Yes, these trees. Rather odd looking, eh? Only doing my bit to science? Yeah. Full of it! Whoa there! I'll never repeat. I swear by the 12 gods, I'll see that look of fury in nightmares. Can't say as though I meant to offend you, madam. Well, I'll be going. Bunch of freaking pervies, man. It's kind of disturbing. I'm sorry, madam. No need to get angry now. I have a problem, all right? I was working it out with my mummy, and what does your mummy have to do with you being a peeping Tom? Ah, marvelous. Not an ogler in sight. You have my gratitude, adventurer. Though having a good look at you, I suppose I wouldn't mind if you stole a peek now and then. Oh, dear Lord. No! Bet you didn't think my taste ran that way. I don't care. I'm not interested in nobody but a good adventure. Thank you. But no. My heart belongs to nobody. Nobody, I say. Well, met adventure, a package come from Minotaur Mom, did you? Thank you most kindly. The Mom's a pokey kind of place, small as the dickens, and all manner of isolated taboo. Makes it tough to get up there and give Ray or Odessa the custom he's due. Right shame about the nun's decision. A store in the springs would have been a kindness. It's just a crying shame, and the worst part is there's no changing that old Makote's mind, mostly on account of the fact that he hasn't won. Heat to the moment. Momogoi has a vast amounts of dirty and dangerous work for an adventurer. You see all this, all the excavation knowledge of Almesian and Sons minerals concerned, put to use uncovering the remains of the Allegan Empire. We mine knowledge here, not ore. Now that sounds grand, and it is, but most of my time is actually spent mothering this equipment. It's on account of the sand getting into the worst of places, and the damn stuff is everywhere. Which brings me to you, naturally. You're showing up now as a godsend, and who am I to refuse the gods? Could you remove the 3 piles of sand right over there? You be careful as you go about it, though. Some smoke bombs have burrowed into them, and they're none too friendly. Well, thank y'all. Okay, that's the first one. Oh, he blew up. That was wonderful, adventure. Those piles were growing larger by the day, and I can't tell you how little I wanted to clean them up myself. But speaking of things I've no interest in doing, I'm sure you've noticed by now the glut of smoke bombs surrounding the site. Well, they're not here by chance. They're here on account of the equipment. The machines run bloody hot and the heat draws the bombs in. And every time that happens, we need to shut everything down or else risk them exploding on the lot of us. You'd all appreciate it if you could take care of 4 of the pesky devils. Okay. Alright, those are dead. Deader than dead. By knowledge and by thought, freedom from distractions at last. Thanks to you, I might be able to spend more than a minute focusing on the dick. Nothing beats having an extra pair of hands around. Alright, got this quest over here. Okay, he wants me to kill 3 of them? Alright, where is that Makote lass? Wow. That ain't fighting very well. I'm sorry, I hate having to repeat that over and over. I just have no idea what I'm doing. I got this far into there and came in and then I froze. It's also pointless. Oh yeah, psych her up. Ah, Adventurer, I bore witness to your deeds. You were amazing. I felt as though I was in a daze, but now I'm fully... I'm not saying that word. I shall need time to consider your actions this day. Farewell. That's just weird. Well done and thank you, Adventure, but I'm afraid someone may have wrecked our effort. That double I died fool Ukaba saw fit to give her another of his lectures as soon as she rode back in. The man is such a fool. His scolding ways have cost us more novices than the desert and the beastmen combined. Ukaba has little love for anyone but himself. You don't know me. Ukaba T is looking at you with a very cross expression. So it's you, been working together with Uta and his schemes, I've heard. I suppose I can hardly expect an adventurer to be loyal, but I can expect you to stay out of Uhu tribe affairs, especially when they concern the training of our young rangers. The fact that Ukazuna has been naught but a disgrace to us is no excuse for your interference, no matter what Utaka might believe. For the nonce, I've dispatched her to the Minotaur Mom, that she might reflect on her many flaws in solitude. That will accomplish nothing by itself. This problem must be fixed at the source. Ukata's foolish methods, since you've gotten so close to the man, may have you be so kind as to tell him to refrain from corrupting other impressionable novices? I don't want to be caught up in y'all's nonsense. What's all this? Ukaba expects me to stay away from teaching our young ones? His foolish notions truly know no bounds. A true instructor does no more than simply criticize his students when they fail. I continue to worry about how Ukazana fares following the repeated rebukes she has received from that onion-eyed troll. Who knows what damage he's wrought? Please, Adventure, seek her out so that we might determine her mental state. Okay. Oh, where's she at? Oh, there she is. It's good to see you again. What's that? You're wondering how I'm doing. I'm fine. Don't worry yourself on my account. I have everything I need, mostly. There is one thing you could do for me. I need 3 anglers, alive but enfeebled. I believe that when sufficiently weakened, they can be caught with simple sacks. Would you do me this favor? Yeah. Cause it is. I don't even bother with it anymore. What do you need help with? It's just nobody does it anymore, not in match parties. A lot of people either go in fixed groups or by themselves. But yeah, what are you needing exactly? I think the last time I tried to get into a match party for Palace of the Dead or any of that was 3 or 4 hours. It was awful. I just gave it up. And the thing is, the groups didn't know what they were doing. They were just running all over the damn place, triggering every freaking trap in the world. It was just quite annoying. Did you catch 3 anglers in those sacks? I appreciate it. These should do nicely. I switched to archery, you see, and I thought the anglers I might slowed. Trying to get a black Pegasus. Oh, yeah. You know, I've been doing Palace of the Dead for over the year, and I still don't have that yet. I think you have to get that from floors 150 and up, and I'm barely getting a 150. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so here's the deal. You're not going to find a match group for anything over floor 100. It's not going to happen. It has to be a fixed group. So floors 1 through 100, you can do a match party, but as soon as you finish killing that boss on floor 100, it has to be a fixed party. Because there's a couple reasons behind it. One, if the party wipes, it has to be like, you won't be able to go past floor 100. And then, yeah, that's just one of the rules. Match party cannot go in past floor 100. And Black Pegasus is up past 100. So you're going to need a fixed group for that. Oh, yeah. The only ones you'll really find are floors 51 through, like, 60. And they're usually farming ether or something like that. Have you tried Party Finder? It might be. Just put it up that you're doing something like that. But, hold on. Let me see what floor Black Pegasus drops on. The Night Pegasus mount, also known as the Black Pegasus, is being obtained from gold trim sacks found on floors 151 through 200 of the Palace of the Dead. These sacks are also available as a rare drop from Material Container 3.0 purchased from Grand Company Corner. You can always try... Have you tried the Material Container 3.0 purchased from Grand Company Quartermasters? It's the 3.0 material containers that you get from your Grand Company. You can also try it that way if that's what you're after. But fixed group, you would need floors 151 and up, and that's only if they yeah, have those floors unlocked. And you have to go up together to do it. So it's not that simple. You would have to literally go from floors, I believe 51 all the way up, and hope the whole group survives past 100, because if the whole party wipes at any time past floor 100, you're not going any further. You have to start over from floor 51. So that's the downside. And then if anybody quits in that party and you want to continue it later, you'd have to start a different group. So yeah, that's kind of why I stay solo. You know, if the Black Pegasus is the only thing you're wanting, yeah, the material containers from 3.0, Grand Company seals. These should do nicely. I switched to archery, you see, and I thought the anglers on Mike Slode would make fine practice targets. It's interesting. I wouldn't have dreamed of picking up the bow before, but some things became clear to me after that Amalja hunt. When I returned from and spoke with Ukata, he suggested I may be more suited to fighting at range. 'Twas he who showed me how to shoot. He even gave me these arrows. The heads are of Yarzun barb. I am fortunate to have both Ukaba and Uktia watching over me. We are a tribe, and what I take from others I wish to give back someday. That is what I train for now, not to win praise or escape rebuke. Different though they may be, either Ukata or Ukaba would make a worthy nun. Don't think I've grown too wise, though. Believe me, I still get a thrill and a half from putting arrows through these slimy monstrosities. I hope that works out for you, Brian. But that's why you're having such a hard time finding a group. Oh, thank you for the follow, Luck327. I appreciate it, and thank you for the like. Right. You have found Ukasa well, you say, and she's become an archer? Well, it's all random, so you know what? I've always gone for the 4.0. I've never even tried for the 3, so who knows? You might actually get lucky. It's not that hard to get Grand Company seals, though. If you do a lot of roulettes, take your green gear and, you know, sell it to them. Why, that's brilliant. I can't believe I didn't think of it myself. And those Yarzun barb arrowheads, Ukuba spent hours shaping those. Well. I hate to admit it, but he is a better man than I gave him credit for. Still, he shall receive no quarter from me. I intend to lead this tribe, and it would be all the easier to beat him bloody if I keep my dislike of him intact. Weirdos. I think that is everything. Except for that one. I'm not going to do that one yet. I'm gonna go check out Northern Thanalan. They're all the same. Gotta test you first. But I also got a lot of minions out of those containers too on my main. So I got a lot of stuff out of those. Wow. Oh wow. I don't know. Get in a group that you can go up with. You're gonna have to find a dedicated group then to go up with, and it may not happen right away. Because that kind of climb, even with a fixed party, is brutal. You have to learn the fights. You have to learn what the monsters do. You have to hope everybody is in sync. And they keep showing back up. Because that floor 150 boss is a bitch. Maybe in a party it's not so bad. I've always done it solo. Everything hits harder. I've never gotten a gold sack. But I hear it's a low drop rate even for that. I would just find a dedicated group that'll go up with you. Welcome back, my good man. Here's your payment as promised. Not that I ever truly harbored doubts as to your abilities, but rules and regulations. See, now, if you were working on the quest, I would gladly help you out, but the 151 thing, that's a tall order. Alright, that one's done. I mean, you might get lucky. I guess that's one of those things, just keep working on it throughout the game. Now that you know about it, if you've got seals to burn, go for the 3.0 containers. Probably be my best recommendation. Color your world. Sargon wants to show you a whole new world of colors. You there, yes you, the decisively unfashionable adventurer. Gods be good, never in my life have I seen such unapologetic focus on function, extreme cost to form. Where sight of you fair makes my eyes bleed. As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can be salvaged through the use of color. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst and I won't be able to talk for any length of time. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates, would you? It's almost in my throat. We shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. I won't buy it. I'm not allowed to do that. I can make it. I will make your orange juice. Sure, I need to go get this. Right. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that. A 1,000 containers. That's a lot. Da 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 da. Still, I think the container probably be faster. Because I've been working on Palace of the Dead for over a year, and I just now started getting to 150. Pretty consistently. Alright, her orange dish is made. Pray tell, have you brought my orange juice lest you have forgotten the merchant who sells it can be found just inside the northern gates? Phew, that's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants which allow folk to dye their outfits a veritable rainbow of colors. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to be fashion unconscious. Unless you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you may rest assured it will not. The practicality you adventurers love so much will not suffer for the change in appearance, a change for the better. Should I also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there is no fear of getting locked into one color. I'll be right back. I gotta go get something to drink. Back. Should also gladden you to know the garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there's no fear of getting locked into one color. Garish pink that seemed like such a wonderful idea after a dozen glasses of red can be undone. And that is all you need to know about dyeing gear. Now what are you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color into your life. Can you make colors? You are now able to dye items. To dye a piece of gear, you must first have the proper color. Color can be crafted or purchased in store. Okay, it can be crafted. Once you have the proper color, and dyeing an item is as easy as selecting the dye icon from the actions and traits. There's no limit to how many times an item can be dyed. Dye can also be removed by using an item called Tamarath. Should be noted, however, that certain items require the completion of quests before they can be dyed. If you wish to paint a housing fixture or furnishing, you can do so by select. Oh, okay, cool. That's neat. If I had glamour, Swearingen wishes to impart you to her knowledge of glamours. Oh dear, 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 this will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How can you go out dressed like that? My dear, if only you spare a thought for style and coordination, I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle because there's little else going for it. That's it. I made up my mind. From this day forth, I'll take it upon myself to save you from any more fashion disasters. Let me see. So much that needs to be addressed. Where to even begin? Be a dear and get me a drink. Feeling rather parched, and this is a matter best discussed over a glass of something cold. Just go to the... He's priced and asked full inclined. I'll have some blood orange juice and tell her to make sure there's no pulp in it. Now off you go. Can I even make that? I don't think so. Nope. I don't think you can make that. Oh, Swervin sent you, did she? That woman, I've never known anyone so lazy. Would it kill her to come and get it herself? Probably. You're asking a bit much there, lady. Hey, here you are. You shouldn't let her push you around, you know. Give her an ilm and she'll take 'em all. And yet you're catering to it, too. Although she's got no business talking to me about freaking fashion when she looks like that. Let me see this daggum. Wait. How the hell can you talk to me about fashion when you look like that? Oh, delicious. Nothing better on a hot day. Some say I have expensive taste, but life's too short to settle for second best. Of course, this extends to my choice of wardrobe, too. Yeah, well, you need to fix your own shit before you talk to me, lady. Now that I'm feeling refreshed, shall we get started? Do you know, dear, you'd look a lot less drab if you know how to apply glamours. What's a glamour? You ask? Well, they use a glamour prism as a catalyst to project the image of one item onto another. It's just an illusion, mind, but very convincing. This means the original object stays essentially the same. It just takes on new appearance, that's all. Remember, if you fancy a change, you don't have to stick with the same glamour. Just apply another one on top or use a glamour dispeller to return the object to normal. Why sacrifice style for such humdrum trifles as durability or projection from bodily harm? Limitless possibilities for self-expression are just a couple of glamours away. Go ahead, give it a try, and do make it quick, dear. For my sake, I'm finding your uninspired attire more and more offensive with each passing moment. I don't like this woman. Let's see. You got something else for me? Like, what you got now? Absolutely glamorous. Swimmer wants you to learn how to craft. Ooh! I can craft it! Yes! Thanks to yours truly, you have a basic understanding of glamours, yes? I also understand you're no stranger to crafting this and that by yourself. It so happens these skills can be applied to a singular cause. Would you be interested in helping to bring more glamour to the world? By that I mean learning to make glamour prisms, either for personal use or to aid the aesthetically underprivileged. I'll explain everything in due course, but there's something I need to prepare beforehand. Bring me some Orthardian orange juice in the meantime, would you? Just as full, same as last time. Well, staring at me isn't going to get that orange juice poured any quicker. Hurry up, would you? Ooh. Man, everywhere I go, Rogdens are doing squats. Teresa still got you running errands in, and she wants Orthardian orange juice, this time's 12 preserve. Well, here it is. I think she and I need to have a little chat about her tab. This order alone costs more than some of our big drinking regulars spend in a whole night. I'll leave that to you two. I'm just the messenger. You have my drink, I take it. Now that's what I call orange juice. Eastern oranges have a bitter kick that truly invigorates the soul. All that jumping around almost made it go down the wrong way. Anyhow, before we begin, I have a confession to make. To be perfectly frank, my expensive taste in orange juice had to be paid for somehow. While my intentions are sincere, my reasons for helping you are not entirely altruistic. Pass this letter to Gobber the merchant, and he'll allow you to browse his glamour prison recipe tomes. If you buy any of them, he'll give me a cut of the profits. You have the knowledge you seek, and I'll have the money for orange juice. What could be more piquant? Oh, wow. I will also send word to my associate Whiskered and Reverend's Toll. We have a similar arrangement. I'm sure she'll find his prices just as fair as Goberin's. You should start with Gobberin, though, since his stall's right there by the Pist. Once you've read one of those books, you'll be able to make the prisms yourself. Share the glory of glamours with the masses. Ah, since you come in pursuit of true elegance, and is that a letter of introduction peeking from your pocket? May I see it? Ah, so you are Swergrim's protege, and you wish to produce glamour prisons? A noble endeavor. My selection of tomes, reserved for only the most deserving, are yours to peruse. You may now purchase master crafting tomes from Gobber as well as Tonga and Madonna. Crafting tome vendor. Well, how do I buy these? Okay. Can you gather them? So, grade 2 clear prism. Grade 3, grade 4. I have to look into that. I have never tried to do that. Seeds of change. Following a trying sea voyage, Tatafu could use an adventure, a mop, and a bath in that order. Well, this is a pretty kettle of fish. You think Raja would be too damn big to get seasick? Oh, adventure, yes, you there. Looking for work, perchance? Name's Tatafu. I'm a merchant just back from Limbs of Lamensa, and I'm in a spot of trouble. Hired this big lug to make the deliveries, but what I got instead are a couple of chum pails badly in need of emptying. Can't let that stop me, though. Natalie, the fisher out in Crescent Cove, needs what I've got, and though this upchucking good for nothing will be up and about by tomorrow, Natalie isn't like to stand the wait. Alright. Isn't here yet. Should be, but isn't. Ah, you got my delivery. You got it. That sack's got some heft to it. Sure does, and it should too, being full of soil. What will I do with this all? Put it on the ground. That's what. The little bag you gave me is filled with seeds. It's time for some farming. Calamity's done made the fish stay away from these waters, so if we don't farm, we don't eat. But there I go, running my mouth and near forgetting the business. Got the guild for Tatafu right here. Tell her I'm much obliged. Okay then. Swiftly done. Was the fisher satisfied with his bits of land? Ah, the payment is it. I guess he was satisfied. Thank you. Let's see here. Yan Ton Tether. That's everything. Can't really say I feel easy in mind about this. Fishers have little enough gil as is without squandering it on lunacy and dirt. Though what do I know, eh? Farmer in Limsa I got it from said it'll give the cove thin soil the boost it needs. So hey, maybe they'll at least have a fighting chance. Got to have hope, right? Here, that's some leftover seeds for you. If you're coming to a bit of land in one of those adventure districts, go on and set up a vegetable patch or two. What level is that? That's 20. I might be able to handle it. Save that for tomorrow. What else we got? Braving new depths. That's 35. Going for gold. Orin Bale, 47. Yeah, we'll hold off on those. Those are all dungeons. I like to have my gear better than it is. I think I can do Hatali though, but I'll do that tomorrow. Or the next time I'm on her. I believe that is all the Thanalan quests. Let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna call it for tonight. That is all the Western Thanalan quests. I'm saving all the blue ones because they're dungeons. At least all the dungeon ones I'm going to be saving. Give me a whole series to work on. So let's see, who can we raid out to tonight? Tonight. Who do we got tonight? Yeah, we'll see how this guy is doing. Oh no, he's playing something else. Nope. Let's try somebody else. Okay then. I don't know what this person's about, but we'll try it out. They're either good or they're not. We'll find out. Hey everybody on TikTok, thank you for watching. YouTube, same thing. And everybody on Kick, thank you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Try to be on my usual time, but it all depends on what time I get back. So, but I do appreciate it, everybody.